Your tail is beautiful.
Hey, I'm back! Again! It's time for a new tutorial. I love the new FNAF game, so I decided to redo one of the cosplays that I did a year ago. Yeah, we're doing Roxanne. I started doing the choker with spikes. I put a strap around my neck to measure the distance between spikes. Then I made sure that each spike was at the same distance. And then, with a soldering iron, I made the holes to be able to put the spikes of the necklace. This type of spike has a screw-in system. Basically, the screw is inserted and then I screw the spike on the other side. I did this with each one. Yeah. To ensure good grip, I use a screwdriver. For the bracelets, I did the same. I measured my wrist and cut both the bands. I repeated the process with the soldering iron to insert each of the spikes as with the choker.
Bruh.
More spikes, yes. As the straps are made of synthetic leather, to prevent fraying, I burn the sides where I cut. To hold the straps, I use Velcro. There are more effective ways to do this, but Velcro was what I had at hand. I cut small pieces and sewed them by hand. Being such a thick material, sometimes it is difficult to go through it, so I push it with the table. And it works. And instead of using tweezers like a normal person will do, I use my scissors. Haha, yes! Now with the ears. I started with a hand-drawn pattern, as always, and I traced it on grey cloth and an old white bath towel. And also on foam. I love foam. as you can tell. I began to sew the sides of both pieces of fabric, following the pattern drawn. Now to cut the excess. Wait, I just sewed the part where I should not, and left without sewing where it should. Yes, I had to cut all the thread of that part, because apparently I'm stupid. Now to cut the excess. Time to turn it inside out. Using a pencil, you can take out the point way easier. Now the phone. With wire, I follow its figure like a frame and glue it on the phone. And then I'm introducing it to the inside of the ear. I glue it with hot glue. Now to cut the leftovers. As it has a wire frame, it can be curved as much as you want and it will keep its shape.
Let's go.
Now using pastels, I begin to color the edges, adding that realism that is always necessary. This adds extra depth too. I add more realistic details, so I decide to make hair. Fur is an expensive fabric and I'm living in Latin America, so yeah, it actually doesn't exist in my country. So this is a cheaper method of making animal ears. Wool is always useful in this kind of stuff. I tied out the wool on some pencil or some stuff like that. And using this method by with a brush, yes, the wool. The wool is separated, reaching a texture similar to hair. This process leaves a lot of fluff that can be recycled. Time to glue the hair with hot glue to the ears. Cutting off the excess. You can cut the hair as much as you want to make it look better. With more pastels, I added depth in the center of the ears. And now for the specific details of Roxanne, I use these crafting eyes and paint them black. And then glue them on the ear. The other earrings were only wire painted in black and purple. Yeah. Thank you for watching! It's been so fun making this. I'll be making part 2 for the rest of the cosplay. So yeah, make sure